here, and so is everyone's obsession with goals. And I'm really not that different. What can I say? I've always been a really goal-oriented person, but this year I want to try something completely different. So, are you ready for it? Hello, my name is Becca Moore. I am the author of 2 contemporary romances, reader, writer, and crafty person. And before I dive into my goals for 2025, I want to do a quick recap of what I have accomplished in 2024 and how that lines up with the goals that I set in last year's video, which you can find somewhere up here or in the description below. So my reading goals for last year were pretty straightforward. I think I said I wanted to read like 75 books, and I read 90 books. I read 32%. 32% of those were from the library. That was a lot of digital audiobooks or ebooks from the library. I also read 11% that were non-fiction. My writing goals, on the other hand, were a bit of a disappointment. Last year did not go as I planned or as I expected for that, and so I didn't meet any of those goals. For crafting, my goal was essentially to craft, and I definitely did that, as some of you have seen in a couple of my other videos this last year. For my channel goals, I had some that I talked about on this channel in my last year's video, and I had some that I kind of kept to myself. And in all honesty, it was kind of a mixed bag. Some of them I did really well at, some of them I did okay. I have to say, for not really having a YouTube channel before the beginning of last year, or really did video editing in any shape or form, I'm really proud of what I accomplished last year through my videos. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, I want to talk about what 2025 is going to hold for me and for this channel. I've been a little reluctant with goals for the last year or so. Some of that has to do with burnout, some of it has to do with just the turns that my life has taken over the last year and things becoming more of a priority than I anticipated. So in December, I saw a couple of different creators, and if I can find them again, I'll pop them somewhere, but they were talking about doing a bingo card for 2025 as their form of goal setting. And that it's scratching an itch in my brain that I didn't know existed, and now I must do a bingo card for 2025 instead of my standard, like, here is my goal for this item or this focus. So instead of doing my goals of like really structured goals with good, better, best outcomes, this year I'm ready for something a bit different. And so I give you my 2025 bingo card. I divided them in kind of columnly by category and aligned them hopefully with some goals that are very achievable, some that are a bit of a reach, and some that might end up being a mixed bag of whether I can achieve them or not, just depending on where life takes me this year. I have some outside or movement goals, I have some crafting goals, I have some writing goals. It's really a mix of all types of goals, but because I'm still me, I have made myself a Q1 bingo card in addition to my 2025 bingo card. This Q1 bingo card has a lot of those 2025 bingo goals kind of broken out. A couple of them are duplicated so that I can essentially achieve them twice to make a bingo, or some of them are just things that I want to do in the first quarter of the year, but don't necessarily need to be on my full 2025 bingo card. So the whole thing should be a fun time and hopefully reignites my motivation for a lot of these goals and things that I want to achieve over the next year. And because I sure as heck plan on getting at least one bingo a quarter and hopefully multiples throughout the year. I have set myself up kind of some tiers of things that I'm going to be working towards that once I get a bingo, I will reward myself with. This can vary across the board from tickets to a new show. I am looking at you 6 coming near me soon, and it might be a new item that's been on my want list for a while, something that's a little bit bigger that I wouldn't necessarily just purchase for myself without some thought or, I hate to say reason behind it, but some thought or reason behind the purchase. So what do you think? Do you have any similar goals? Are you trying a new goal planning method this year, or are you combining some old favorites with something new? I feel like for this method that I'm trying for Q1 and for honestly all of 2025, it is really a mix of something new, such as the bingo card, and things that I was doing before. They're just putting a new jazzy cover on it that'll hopefully make me intrigued to pick it up again. So, as always, thanks for joining. See you next time.